Hi, I'm Kelly Holmes, and as the National School Sports Champion, I think it's vital to get children to enjoy physical education right from the start of their school life. So how can teachers help them get off onto the right foot? The answer may lie in linking PE to other subjects and styles of learning. It's working well for one school in Preston.
For teachers and pupils alike, physical education at Key Stage 1 can be something of an obstacle course. PE requires a level of coordination, stamina and physical control that doesn't come naturally. It has to be learned. To help children enjoy a high quality of PE, teachers are encouraged to link physical education with other curriculum learning areas.
Are you ready, Jamal? Good boy to me.
But that means having to differentiate the teaching of PE in a number of ways.
Well done, excellent.
Witness the experience of one school in the northwest. Welcome to Deepdale Infants.
Deepdale Infant School is an inner city school and it's situated in the centre of Preston. We have approximately 250 full-time pupils with 52 part-time pupils in the nursery. We provide structured physical activities that not only help to enhance the children's fitness skills, but support children in terms of their motivation and attitudes towards learning.
Deepdale is a typical inner-city multicultural school. As many similar schools have found, gender is an important issue in the acceptance of sport. At Deepdale, the boys were happily embracing PE. It was the girls who were finding it hard to thrive in the PE environment. Staff set out to discover why.
We did a questionnaire with the girls and we talked about what they enjoyed about PE and what they didn't like about PE. The children did drawings and did pictures and wrote sentences about what they did. And we kept logs of their games, activities that they'd done. And we found that they enjoyed PE, but it was a stamina issue. They got tired of activities quite quickly, so we wanted to develop that with the children and to encourage them to persevere with tasks, to improve their skills and to get better.
The girls found sport and PE too strenuous, but that's not all. They also shied away from team games because boys were too rough.
We were very conscious that in the beginning that some of the girls were quite reluctant to become involved, especially in the most physical aspects, for example, the football.
Nice, Anne.
Many girls said they didn't like sport, so staff got them interested by combining physical education with something they did like, stories. It might not look like it, but this is a PE lesson. Reception teacher Sarah Maynard is running a class that links physical movement with reading.
Now, what sort of character is the troll? What did we... He is scary and he is angry. He does want to eat the billy goats.
When we do our dance section of PE, we try and do it as class teachers to a particular text. So we've been looking at traditional tales this term and we've linked it to 3 Billy Goats Gruff.
We were thinking about how we could move to the music and act out the troll.
The structure and style of academic lessons tend to suit young girls who readily focus on conceptual tasks like reading and storytelling.
Move into a space.
Combining reading with movement and dance has yielded a whole raft of benefits, and boys have started to get in on the act.
Look at that low movement. He's even stamping and bending his legs at the same time. Let's have a look at your facial expression, man. Turn around and walk back. Oh, I can see his angry face. Excellent. Oh, look at that superb finishing position. And let's see if he's got the angry face. Oh, it's scaring me.
Children develop a deeper understanding of literary characterisation. When they return to their classroom, they write down the feelings they got while doing the physical role play.
So it develops the writing skills of the children, and through the PE lessons it develops the children's movement, the physical movement, the gross motor skills and the fine motor skills.
After PE, another class comes into the hall. These children's motor skills are being put to the test through gymnastics and dance.
Right, everybody remember, I want a 4-point balance
a 3-point balance and a 2-point balance.
The children are doing something called cross-lateral movements. They're designed to exercise both sides of the brain at once. The aim is to strengthen links between brain cells, and the effect is to sharpen both motor skills and intellectual capacity.
Your legs, you think of different places on your body to balance the beanbag while you're doing your 3-point, 2-point and 1-point balances, all right?
And this is the 5th lesson that they've had in a build-up of lessons, helping them to move their bodies and learning about their bodies as well and what their bodies can do.
Lewis, are you watching? Look, 4-point balance.
The levels of coordination and fine motor control involved in striking a balance and holding a pose feeds directly back into the kind of physical control required for an art or science class.
Well done.
As in many schools, the hall is at the centre of the building, with classrooms running directly off it. Deepdale has made every effort to maximise the potential of the area for high-quality physical education, and children understand that PE is at the heart of the school.
The hall is a familiar place, they're used to it, they come into it every day, they know exactly the layout, what's going to happen, so they haven't got those anxieties about the environment before they arrive at the lesson.
Building on the reassurance that familiar surroundings bring, the strategy has worked. Girls are now to be seen active in the playground and, crucially, on the football team. While focusing on improving girls' PE, Deepdale staff noticed that boys also had an achievement problem. The boys loved sport, but were underperforming in academic study, particularly in literacy. In a sense, it was the flip side of the girls' experience. Once again, PE had a role to play in turning this around. This is the Dads and Lads pack. It's part of a scheme to get fathers to do some PE homework with their sons, starting with some game-based physical movements and ending with the reading of a storybook.
For this particular scheme, the children will take home the rucksack. Inside the rucksack, they will actually have the reading book that they take home for that week. They will also take home a skills card. For example, this one's called Sammy the Skittle, and for this equipment, they would take home the ball, the skittle, and the assorted targets which are here, and they would practice the skills on the card. It tells the activities to do, different activities, ways of making it easy and harder, and a few little coaching points.
The scheme was an immediate hit. It appealed to the way boys' minds work, as fathers soon discovered.
If he's just reading a book, sometimes you find it's gone, the attention's gone, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, same with numeracy. But with this, you find you could go on for half an hour, he's focused because he's enjoying it. So although he thinks he's playing at the same time, you know, he's reading, we're counting, things like that. So because his attention's there, he's not getting bored, it's definitely a bonus.
Lukeman and his son Omar were also quickly won over. A weekly Dads and Lads session together has sparked in Omar a real curiosity about words.
What does it say here? He's all right, my dad.
He's all right, my dad.
Omar likes to run around as well, but he's always curious about everything. He likes to know exactly what's going on, and he likes to know how things are done. So therefore, he wouldn't just, let's play the game. He would bring the card over and ask me to read the card first and say to him exactly what the card was telling me. So let's look at the card.
The children will take home some sporting tasks for 6 weeks. At the end of the 6 weeks, the fathers then come into school and we run a little fun potted sports competition where the dads and the lads take part against each other, practicing their actual skills that they have been practicing at home and answering a few little questions on the reading books.
Progress through the Dads and Lads scheme is regularly monitored by the school.
Yes!
But the scheme has had an even more profound impact on the relationship between a father and his son.
If anything, the main benefit that I realise is that it's brought me closer to my child, in the sense where I now am more involved with him. No, you're making it hard for Dad deliberately, aren't you? Oh. If I would have had a choice, I probably wouldn't have done the scheme myself. I would have just not bothered with it because I would have been busy at work. But because it was forced upon me, it made me realise that life isn't just about working so much.
Back at school, this is where all the skills and confidence and focus acquired in the hall and at home get their first big test. In the Zone Park. Deepdale relies heavily on active playtimes to develop children's interest in PE and sport.
During a games lesson, for example, the teacher will identify opportunities where the children can practice those skills outside on the Zone Park for next time, so that the children are making the links between the Zone Park as a reinforcement into their PE and sport.
Zone parks are a way of making school playgrounds more colourful and welcoming. They extend the idea that PE and sport are user-friendly. Children can choose to pursue a wide range of activities, from running to go-karting to hula hooping. Or if they prefer, they can take some time to fine-tune their motor skills. It looks like fun, and it is, but it's also part of a carefully planned path of physical development.
When they go out into the Zone Park, they'll have different activities to emphasise the different movements of different parts of the body, so it's developed from a very early age and continued throughout up to Year 2.
Friday morning, and a Deepdale Year 2 football team is taking part in an inter-school competition.
Right then, shall we get cracking?
Sport has boosted the children's confidence to a point now where they're not afraid to go out of school to demonstrate their skills.
Most importantly, you've got to enjoy yourself and play together as a team. Okay? As a team.
The event is part of a scheme organised by the local school sport coordinator in conjunction with the Football Association. A dozen primary schools are involved. All the hard work and dedication of staff and pupils pays off here.
Come on, Deepdale!
Come on, Deepdale!
Urged on by the head and the staff, the Deepdale team plays up a storm. At Deepdale, PE and sport are thriving. The secret to the school's success lies in the way it has cross-matched PE with other curriculum learning areas. Here, physical development is achieved through a mix of different PE lessons in the hall and reinforced by outdoor activities in the Zone Park. Creativity is addressed through the music and movement classes that incorporate storytelling. Communication and language skills are improved through the Dads and Lads scheme. Personal and social education is addressed through the fostering of team spirit at inter-school competitions. Deepdale has discovered that PE can be rewarding and fun. The school has come up with a forward-thinking strategy to get all its Key Stage 1 pupils to develop their PE and sporting skills, both within school and beyond. And the best kind of physical education is the kind that involves everyone.
A school that encourages participation across the board involves everybody, involves boys, girls, dads, mums in a variety of activities across the curriculum, before school, during school and after school.